Hi all, and welcome to the second part of the key concept of the cloud services. We have the concept of global reach, which means bringing the services closer to where the user are. So this way we got the ability from the cloud computing to reach the audience around the globe. So the cloud services can have a presence in the various regions across the globe, which we can access, giving our presence in those regions even though physically we are not there and we do not have any infrastructure in that region. So it's the cloud provider which helps us to get the access in their data center and serve our users. The next we'll talk about the customer latency capability. Even though in the presence of modern very high fiber optics uh, and cables which are very fast enough to serve across the globe, we sometimes face slowness in terms of the latency and the response getting served. So in order to mitigate this, as we have already discussed, we can bring our compute service closer to or local to the customers. So that way, instead of depending on the geo distance location, we have our compute service local to the users. It will get served from the nearby location. So the cloud services has the ability to deploy resources in the data centers across the globe, and thus they help us addressing the customer latency issue. Next we'll talk about the predictive cost consideration. So in this case, the ability of the users to predict what they will incur the cost in the nearby future based on how they have used the system in the past, and the tools and the visualizations are available in the cloud provider, which will help the user maintain their budget and have a look in the resources which are consuming a lot more than it's required. Next we have a technical skill requirement and consideration. Since most of the workloads here are managed by the cloud provider, so the workload are making the workload up and running is up with the cloud provider. So the shedding of this responsibility from the client and organizations to the cloud provider helps maintain a very thin IT team and requests to concentrate more on the business functionality development or fulfilling the business logic. Next, we have the concept of increased productivity. Since the racking and stacking responsibility is handed over to the cloud provider along with the software patching and other time consuming IT management course. So this eliminates a lot of heavy works which were earlier being done by the IT department along with the development team. So passing on this responsibility has increased the productivity of the development team in order to concentrate more on their business goal. Next, we have a security in the pipeline. So when we are using the cloud, so they offers a broad set of the policies which we can apply across all our computing services, the latest updated technologies, the controls, and the different releases and vulnerabilities checks which they have patched in their computing resources. So either we are using PaaS infrastructure as a service or SaaS product, all these patches in terms of securities are maintained or by the cloud provider with respect to whatever the model which we are using. So the result is a strengthened security which helps to protect the data, app and infrastructure from any potential threat. Thank you.